Hello guys, welcome to my jungle. You know, like the plant, the jungle, Anyways, today we're talking money. I promised you there is gonna be a budgeting video and here it is. And yes, I'm sitting on the floor. Don't judge me, I'm comfortable in here, okay? No, but actually, it's not just for the sad, I'm actually very comfortable in here. Budgeting at uni is really hard, as I mentioned before. It is hard to motivate yourself, but there is something even harder than that, and that is budgeting. So like I promised, I'm gonna tell you how to budget at uni, or at least save your money, or at least spend them wisely. Now, why would you listen to me giving financial advice? First of all, this is not financial advice. I am not entitled to give you any financial advice. This is just the tips that I've been using to save some money at uni. I'm an international student. I don't have maintenance loan. I really have to keep my budget on point. So I have a lot of ways to actually save money, and I have a structure of planning my budgets. I'm gonna show all of it in here, so if you're interested, stick with me. So if you watched my previous video, I didn't introduce myself. Hi, I'm Alicia, I'm from Poland, but I'm studying at Hill University. I'm just gonna be starting my second year studying musical theater in October. And what else? What do you want to know about me? I don't know, ask below. So if you've watched my previous videos, you know that this video is also a part of my University 101 guide, and if you haven't watched it, check those videos out. In this guide, I'm showing you everything you might need to know about university, from what to bring to what you should know, through international student tips and outfits for university, and there will be more. Like, stick with me, I swear there will be a lot, and I will cover everything you might need to know before coming to university, so make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss a thing. Anyways, get some coffee or tea or whatever other drink you like, and maybe some snacks, and let's talk about money, baby. That sounded so cringe, oh my god. But yeah, let's just dive right in. Okay, my first piece of advice is shop at Aldi. Honestly, shop at fucking Aldi. Now let me tell you a story. One day I decide I need to do my shopping. So I sit down, I write down all of the things I need to buy, and I decided to go to mall. I usually don't shop there, but I thought, let's make an experiment. I went with my list to mall. I bought everything and I paid around £25 for the whole shopping for the week. A week later, I need to do my shopping again. So I take exactly the same list and buy exactly the same things. But this time, I decide to go to Aldi. I go to Aldi and I spend £15. Guys, this is the difference of £10. Like, this is a lot, okay? £10 a week. I know what you will say, okay? Don't come up at me. I know exactly. Aldi's quality is not the same as my quality. Okay, fair enough, but this is true in some sort. On the other side, it's just bullshit. The difference is just that just has those well-known brands that everyone wants to buy, and that's basically it. But in Aldi, you basically have the same quality, and honestly, some things I even prefer the Aldi version of it. So the thing is, it's not about quality, it's about a brand. And then if you just want to buy famous brands, then okay, fair enough. But if you want to save some money, just get some Aldi food. This is obviously not sponsored, it's just my genuine opinion. There is sometimes an issue that I cannot find everything in Aldi, and then okay, I will go to but what I do then is I go to Aldi, I buy everything in Aldi, and then those few things that I couldn't find at Aldi, I go and buy in. My second point is something that seems pretty obvious, but cook your meals. University reality can be really different from your life at home, and I've actually met a lot of people that used to just have takeaways on a daily basis. Guys, honestly, I could spend on a takeaway the same price I spent for half or even a whole week of food. Spending it every day, it's quite a lot. And I'm not saying don't get takeaways at all, because it's really nice to get some takeaways sometimes, but just don't do it on a daily basis. You can just cook for yourself. It's way cheaper. There will be a cooking video, and I'm gonna show you that it actually is possible to cook really quickly and really cheap. So stay tuned for that. Plan your meals. I know, I tell you to plan everything, like outfits and everything, and if you've watched my previous videos, you're probably like, bitch, what the fuck, like, please stop telling me about planning. It actually is helping to save some money. If you write down the meals you want to eat in this week and then just write down the ingredients you need for this specific week, you will most likely just buy those things. You're not gonna end up going to the shop without a plan and just buy a whole shit ton of food and then realize that you cannot cook anything out of it, right? Just plan your meals and stick to the ingredients of that meal. Obviously, you know, there are additional things to buy sometimes, like snacks or alcohol, because that's university. But that's the thing, you have it planned. This one is a bit weird, but drink slower. I've had a conversation with my friend recently about spending money, and he was saying that he has to drink slower because whenever we go out, he's drinking so quickly and he's just buying way more drinks because he's drinking so quickly. So I guess that's a little tip from my friend. Whenever you go out, just drink slower so that you don't have to buy so many drinks. And not only you end up being more sober, more in control, and just healthier, but you also spend less money. Now, similarly to the other one, this one will also be a bit weird, but this tip is provided by my another friend. Cheap alcohol works the same as expensive alcohol. Okay, I shouldn't be telling you about drinking a lot of alcohol and getting totally wasted, but that's not my point. But the truth is, university life is a moment when you probably have a lot of parties and you will drink. Mom, please don't watch this. Anyways, you can just buy cheaper alcohol and vodka will never taste good. So you can just get a cheaper one. And another tip I can pin to that one is you don't have to drink every time you go out or every time you have a party. You can sometimes just go sober and still have fun. Do a favor to your body and yourself and your wallet and just drink less sometimes. Another thing that really helped me save money is eating less meat. And obviously this comes to your preferences, but since I went to uni, I started buying way less meat and I started eating way less meat. I'm not totally a vegetarian. I still eat meat sometimes when I want to, but I really cut a lot. I believe that you can still get full enough and have really nice food without meat in it, and meat is actually very expensive and it's also good for environment, right? So don't make impulsive buys. Okay, let's be clear. I think this is the easiest way to waste your money. You know, just spend the money when you plan to and buy things when you actually need it. And as long as you don't need something, just don't buy it unless you've planned to. That's not an impulsive buy then, so that's fair enough, right? This is my last tip, and then I'm gonna show you the way I plan my budget. Have emergency money. I always try to keep like £10 or something like that for emergency money. It's basically for those moments when it turns out you have to pay for something and you forgot, or you are running out of money and you really need it. So you keep those £10 or more or less depending what you need. It's also really good to have them in cash, at least for me, and I think for most of people right now, we usually use cards. For example, I can be bothered using cash, like I hate using cash. So if I have it in cash, there's less possibility that I'm gonna spend it. You get what I mean. You know what emergency money means, right? Okay, now let's get to the hardest and most important part, which is planning your budgets. And I swear this is not the way of planning where you have to write down your budget daily, because honestly, I cannot keep myself to do that as well. But I have a way of planning my budgets without having to write down daily. So what you want to do in the first place is write down your expenses. Okay, now I sound like a hypocrite. What I mean, I don't mean write down your expenses on a daily basis. I mean just write down like how much money on average you spend for different categories. So for your rent, for your bills, I don't know, phone bills, Wi-Fi bills, whatever you have, then for food, and keep separate categories for takeaways and alcohol and things like that. Things that you kind of want to, you know, just don't spend as much money on. Now, write down all of the categories that you have. So again, rent, bills, phone, cosmetic, alcohol, takeaways, food, you know, basically everything you might spend your money on. Now, based on the information you have from your expenses and from your income, measure down how much you want to spend for each category. Not only rewrite your expenses, but also just think through how much money you actually want to spend on something, and do you actually have to spend so much on this? And the hardest part is, once you have that all done, stick to it. So let's say that you are spending £20 weekly for food shopping and £30 monthly for alcohol, like just an example, right? If you spend all £30 in the first week, just don't buy more alcohol in the whole month. Or if you spend more than £20 in 1 week, either take it from another week, or obviously I don't want you to stop, like you have to balance it, but the point is to motivate yourself and inspire yourself to actually plan and, you know, keep track of your budgets. If you've spent all of the money in the first week, that's your fault, and you will have to stay sober for the rest of the month. I'm sorry, you did it to yourself. I don't know if you get what I mean. I really tried to explain it as clear as I could. I hope you get it. If not, just message me. I'll try to explain it again. Anyways, that will be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was any help and you got something from it. Let me also know what other uni themed videos you would like to see. If you liked the video, hit that thumbs up button. If you didn't like the video, also hit that thumbs up button, because why not? If you have any more questions, you can message me on my Instagram and Facebook account, or just comment down below. Also, let me know like what university you're going to, or like what you're going to study. I'm really curious. I want to know you. Let's get to know each other. Let's have a conversation. Make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any of the university one-on-one videos. And yeah, that will be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye! This is what it is for, and it's not working. Anyway, bye guys.